Associates High School Hoops presented by Ritchie Law Firm. The chase of a championship down to the Sweet 16. We're live from Garner, North Carolina. Third round action of the 4A state basketball playoffs. The top seed in the East, the Garner Trojans, welcoming the number 9 seeded Lumberton Pirates. Hi, once again, everybody. Patrick Keenis alongside former NC State standout Ernie Myers. And Ernie, we're down to the brass tacks. Final 16 of the 4A level. Garner, which won the state championship just 5 years ago, poised to do it again. But the Lumberton Pirates, they've never been this deep into the postseason. Some might say they're a Cinderella squad.
Yeah, they're lucky to be here. They're a scrappy team. They're well coached. They got a good coach there. They had a tough game against Apex Friendship, survived that game, and now here.
It's survive and advance, and if anybody knows about that adage, it's Ernie. All right, let's now move ahead to our stars to watch. We're going to see some excellent athletes on both sides.
Oh, absolutely. Here for Lumberton, Jordan McNeil, he's averaging 23, almost 24 points a game. He's their all-everything player, all-conference. If they got a chance to win, he has to have a great game. And for Garner right here is Christopher Noble. He's averaging 14 points a game. He was all-league last year, very athletic, being recruited by a lot of schools.
Contrast in styles when we talk about the keys for Garner and Lumberton. What do you have?
Well, for the Pirates, they got to control the defensive rebound and control the tempo of the game, because Garner likes to push the ball, to keep it up tempo. They average 75 points a game. They're going to try to wear the Pirates down.
All right, so that is the scene set. Trojan Coliseum will be packed just momentarily. Lumberton never to the third round in school history, and Garner aiming for a third state championship. Tip-off, Pirates, Trojans, next.
Anybody looking for more? More is not optional. That you don't have no choice but to go for more. Kingdom requires faith, and faith demands more. Jesus is saying, you have done right with the little, now you can be entrusted with more. And the excellent question is, can you be trusted with more?
Hail to the sale.
It's the Honda President's Day sales event.
All month long.
At your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
With huge savings on the entire Honda lineup. Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, and more. Historic deals. Elect to get a new sporty Civic for just $189 a month. Or cast your vote for a new CR-V with available Honda Sensing for just $259 a month. Now is the time to buy.
You better get going.
Get to the Honda President's Day sales event before these deals are history.
Trained comfort specialists, professional consultants, trained technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train, and because
we are
your go-to. Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
Welcome to the very definition of patient care. To the expertise and collaboration that bring new meaning to quality of life. To protocols that make possible enhanced recovery after surgery. Welcome to the best minds and biggest hearts in cardiovascular care. WakeMed Heart and Vascular Physicians. Your heart, your choice.
The Blue Crew is in full force as we get ready for third round action of the 4A State Basketball Championship playoffs. And a quick look at the starting five for Bryant Edwards, the first-year head coach for the Pirates. They are led by Jordan McNeil, a 2,000-point score over his career. And their top three-point threat is Charlie Miller. Michael Todd in the middle at about 250 pounds, averaging a double-double. Starting lineup for Garner there. It's a balanced attack. Christopher Noble's averaging about 14 points a game. Davion Dunn also in double figures, but Garner as a squad almost 80 points a contest. So we are ready to go. The Garner Trojans in their very familiar blue and gold. on the home floor where they have not lost all year. And the Lumberton Pirates, maroon and gold. A tip controlled by Garner. A lob immediately to the rim is broken up. And here come the Pirates in the dark uniforms. Couple of wins into the third round for the first time ever. And a three-pointer rims out of there by Lumberton's Charlie Miller. And Garner will look to push tempo every single opportunity. This is Chris Nobles. And Todd clears the miss. Definite inside Trojan Coliseum.
Yeah, Garner's playing the zone. It looks like start the game off with.
Traveling violation on the Pirates, who check in 23-5. They finished in second place in the Sand Hills Athletic Conference. Struggled a bit down the stretch, losing 3 of their last 6. However, they had 2 key injuries and 2 players struck with a flu bug. Everybody back at full strength for Lumberton today.
Yeah, the Pirates are starting out in man-to-man. They're trying to get the ball in the ace of white.
Reach in on Dwayne Davis. It'll be a shooting foul sending Garner to the line. Meanwhile, the Trojans, great history of this program. When you go back to the days of Donald Williams, who was a Final Four MVP for North Carolina, David West, an NBA All-Star, and James Mays, who played international professional baseball. Garner has won 2 state championships, the first in 1978, the last only 5 years ago, and they are the top seed in the East.
Yeah,
at the line, Asia White.
Yeah, he's a 50% free throw shooter.
Rebounded by the Pirates. And here is McNeil, stopped in the baseline, creating and giving the Pirates the first lead of the game.
And that's what he does best.
And in transition, pass tipped away off the backboard, but then saved out near midcourt by A.J. Daniels. And look how aggressively these Trojans are attacking. And we are tied on the soft bank by Davion Dunn.
And that's what we talked about in the beginning of the broadcast, tempo. That's what Garner wants to do. They want to cause turnovers.
Miller throws it away, and Garner aims for his first lead. Into the paint, little stumble, double team, shot blocked, and cleared away by Chapman. A long pass gets somehow into McNeil. A pump fake in front of the rim, and it's 4-2 Lumberton.
Great move by McNeil. He gathered himself well for that layup.
Well, the Garner Trojans would love to have this game carry into the 80s, if not 90s. The Pirates, great fake on the drive. We get another whistle and a shooting foul for the second time early on Lumberton. We had a long conversation with the first-year head coach of the Pirates, Brian Edwards, and tempo at the top of his to-do list. They want this game to be in the 50s and 60s. It's going to be a serious challenge to do that here today.
Yeah, absolutely. The way the pressure from the Trojans, the way they starting this game off, they're applying the pressure. It's going to be tough for them to do that.
And there's a look at Bryant Edwards. Spent the last 5 years as the head coach at South Columbus. Took a squad from 4 wins all the way to 20. Meanwhile, Garner at the other end has missed all 4 free throws to open the game. A pump fake by Miller, baseline drive, and kicks it out. Gets the return. Good fake. Now releases the 3, and that's a really good sign for the Pirates.
Yeah, Charlie Miller, he's hit 68 three-pointers this season so far.
There's a big block on the baseline by Michael Todd. And the Pirates have kind of indicated to the Garner Trojans they are here not to enjoy and experience in the third round. They're here to win.
They're here to win. He met him right at the apex of his jump. Blocked that shot.
Little floater across the lane, that's missed. Offensive rebound by Nobles. And that shot was tipped out of his hands. Look at Todd, all 250 pounds, went over the baseline to save it. Attacking now Chapman, and McNeil can't handle a tough pass. Garner in transition, throws it away, as do the Pirates. Yeah. We'll see plenty of turnovers here today, Ernie, but for Garner, it's really part of the DNA. For Lumberton, it can be catastrophic.
Absolutely. They cannot turn the ball over and stay in this game.
And an early timeout taken by Canton Blooms, the second-year head man of the Garner Trojans. Unbeaten at home, top seed in the East, but down 5 early. Opening quarter, Lumberton up 7-2.
Love is louder.
Love is louder.
Love is louder.
Love is louder than bullying.
Than hate. Depression. Loneliness. Stress.
Than anger.
Love is louder than
Fear.
anxiety, insecurity.
Love is louder than discrimination.
Love is louder than abuse.
Love is louder.
Love is louder when you take action to help yourself or a friend. If you or someone you know is having a hard time, go to loveislouder.com to find out ways you can get help and feel better.
Anchor Auto Outlet is your safe port of call for amazing automotive deals. No hard sales here. Our happy, satisfied customers honor us with 5-star ratings. Browse our comfortable indoor showroom and outdoor lot to find the perfect car for you. Get sweet deals on sweet rides with our competitive pricing and flexible solutions for any credit situation. AnchorAutoOutlet.com. Commitment, caring, service.
This right here is the new papadilla, which, if I'm not mistaken, is Latin for better than a sandwich. Even has a better pickle. Get a new papadilla for $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
This is a show where every word counts. Really? Yeah.
Wild dog.
Weeknights at 11 on MyRDC 28.
There's Ken Blooms in his second year as the head man leading this Garner Trojan basketball program. Replaced the legendary Eddie Gray, who called over 500 wins. And now Ken Blooms has the Trojans as the top seed in the East. They've won 9 straight, and this is really the year we've seen from the Trojans an evolution of the progress they made last year when they were knocked out in the second round. Steal by McNeil for Lumberton. The layup will go, and a picture-perfect start for the first-timers in the third round, the Lumberton Pirates.
Yeah, they come in here. They are not scared to play.
A 9-2 lead for Lumberton. It will play primarily man-to-man. We'll see some junk, a little bit of trapping occasionally, but they like the man-to-man principles. Kick out to the sideline. White for 3. That's off the mark. Todd again. Good footwork and a beautiful release pass. Hits Chapman. He'll attack 2 Trojans. Miss it. And Garner comes out of here with an odd man break.
Yeah, Asa White had
Done.
something to do with that block.
Stripped. Miller the other way. Garner very loose with a basketball here in the first quarter. McNeil gets down low. Shot blocked away by White. And here come the Trojans again running.
It's Nobles.
Nobles can't finish, but will head to the foul line and comes up a little bit gimpy on that left ankle.
Yeah, it looked like when he went to the basket, he turned his ankle on the way in. Here he goes right here. He steps on his foot, and he turns his ankle a little. That's going to have an effect on the game.
And that foul goes on Davis. That is 2 fouls on Dwayne Davis. At the free throw line, Christopher Nobles, the Wake Med free throw line. Our patients and their families are at the heart of everything we do at Wake Med. And there's the first made free throw of the game by Garner in their 5th attempts.
Yeah, he's a 55% free throw shooter from the line.
That's a big loss, meanwhile, for the Lumberton Pirates. Davis to the bench. They do not go very deep in terms of production off the bench. And 1 of 2 by Nobles. Meanwhile, Ben Hines, a sharpshooter, number 12, is on the floor for Garner. Lumberton up 6.
Yeah, they're playing a 2-3 zone.
This is deep from Miller. Okay.
You can't leave Miller open.
Lumberton by 9. 2 deep threes by Charlie Miller.
He averages 13 points a game, and most of them are 3-pointers.
Dunn, a spin. Nice job creating by Davion Dunn.
Beautiful move by Dunn going to the basket.
12-5 Lumberton. Showing no signs of intimidation at all. New into the third round for the first time in school history, not playing like it. Up fake by Chapman. And now Garner has to really honor the deep threat of Miller.
Yeah, this shit.
He's potential from here. Another long 3. Oh. Wow! Charlie Miller. Each 3 deeper than the previous. And Lumberton leads by 10.
Charlie Miller is telling him, you better watch me on a 3-point line.
And a foul after the make. And a 3-point reply opportunity for Garner.
A.J. Daniels on the deep 3 with the foul. 4-point play.
A good 2 feet behind the line. Foul on McNeil. Lumberton leads 15-8. That's one way to lose some road momentum if you're the Pirates. Not only fouling a shooter, but fouling on a three-point make. Sean Bennett, 6'1" senior, on the floor for Garner. Wearing number 25. And A.J. Daniels misses yet another free throw for the Trojans. 3:10 to go, opening quarter. 15-8, Lumberton leading.
And the Pirates are pushing it. They said they were going to slow the ball down. They're getting out.
Now we're seeing A.J. Daniels clap in the face of Miller, who's drained about 80 feet of three-point shots in the first quarter.
Yeah, Garner's in there man-to-man. They shot him out of the zone.
Chapman almost kicked that dribble into the backcourt. Here's Miller again. Can't pull the trigger this time. And for a third time, the Pirates will reset. This is McNeil, a long three. And the long rebound, batted near midcourt. Miller has it and got fouled. That'll go on Nobles.
Todd on the offensive glass. He's a big boy. And he crashed the offensive boards, and that's how they got the ball back.
Little is in, Nobles out. 2.5 to go, opening quarter. Lumberton in a first quarter surprise with a 15-8 lead. All points from McNeil and Miller. All of McNeil's have been twos, all of Miller's have been threes, and this is Miller, number 12. Now McNeil, tightly played by Bennett. Todd screens him. McNeil will penetrate. Missed the shot, no whistle.
Yeah, it looked like he got fouled on that drive to the basket.
Done, no-look scoop pass, and it was tipped out of bounds. It stays with Garner. Fans, if you've been injured, call attorney Brian Ritchie, 252-777-7777, or go to ritchielawnc.com. Garner basketball down 7 on the home floor. This is Ben Hines, number 12, settling in that far corner. He is a threat from anywhere, as is Little. Well short. Rebound Locklear.
Here's the Pirates on the push. He's
Chapman
going all the way.
Throws it up. Hard with the bank. Todd kept it alive with a tip. And the ball knocked out of his hands. And here comes Garner. And this is Hines. This is well within range.
Yeah. Hines said, I can shoot the three, too.
6 straight by Garner. They're within 4 with a minute 35 left in the first. Finally seen some calm offensive sets here by the Pirates. They were getting a little run happy early in the first quarter.
Yeah, they're now in the set offense.
Todd, man-on-man across the lane. Hard bank shot on the rolling hook. Got it back, was stripped. Trojans on a 4-on-2. The heavy attack by Dunn, and he gets fouled.
And the referees look like they're letting them play this game. Oh, they called the foul on the reach-in.
Foul on Charlie Miller, his first. So Garner back to the free throw line, where they are 1 of 7 in this opening quarter. Some more WakeMed free throws, courtesy of WakeMed. Our patients and their families are at the hearts of everything we do at WakeMed. Clearly, if you're a #1 seed to win a state championship, defend, score, make your free throws. Garner needs some serious help on the ladder.
And he's a 72% free throw shooter for the year. That's a lost art in basketball. Free throw shooting.
1 of 2. Trojans 2 of 9 from the line, yet they trail by only 3. Some light backcourt pressure, and the foul collected by Ben Hines of Garner. That is the second foul on Garner in the quarter. Lumberton has committed 5. So here's Charlie Miller, who was basically JV all last year. Most of this Lumberton team, full JV experience. Little hand up, pass poked away, and out of bounds to Garner. That's the big, real surprise by this Lumberton team with Brian Edwards as their first-year coach. Only 2 players with any kind of somewhat to major significant varsity time. Everybody else, including Michael Todd. Michael Todd played about a minute a game in varsity last year. He's defending here. And the blow by, the layup by Davion Dunn.
Well, Coach Edwards said he wanted to change the tempo, change the whole makeup of the team, and the way he approached it from last year, and it seems like it's working really well.
All right, 9 straight by the Trojans. They're within 1 as we reach the final 30 seconds. McNeil off of the wing. Nice touch off glass. 8 in the opening quarter for McNeil.
Great drive by McNeil.
Big attack, wild shot, Chapman clears the miss, and a rare fast break opportunity here for the Pirates, and executed by Locklear off of the feet.
Are pushing the ball up the court.
13 seconds left. Lumberton by 5. Can they get one more defensive stop before the end of the quarter?
Yeah, the Pirates are beating the Trojans at their own game at this point.
A strip with 2 seconds left. Miller reloaded, tipped it toward the rim. We get a whistle. And was there a foul or just the end of the quarter? We are at the end of the quarter. And an inspired first quarter by the Lumberton Pirates. 3 long threes by Charlie Miller, and the 9 seed up 5 at the end of 1.
When you recycle plastic bottles here in the Carolinas, you're a job creator. Your plastics are first sorted by a team of 100 at Sunoco. Then a crew of 38 at Southeast Grinding turns those bottles into flake. The flake then becomes pellets at Easy Products, which employs 35, and those pellets are turned into fabric by the 195 employees of Palmetto Synthetics. Recycling plastic bottles here in the Carolinas employs an estimated 3,500 people. Your bottle means jobs.
Hail to the sale.
It's the Honda President's Day sales event.
All month long.
At your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
With huge savings on the entire Honda lineup. Accord, Civic, CRV, HRV, Pilot, Passport, and more. Historic deals. Elect to get a new sporty Civic for just $189 a month. Or cast your vote for a new CRV with available Honda Sensing for just $259 a month. Now is the time to buy.
You better get going.
Get to the Honda President's Day sales event before these deals are history.
Anybody looking for more? More is not optional. That you don't have no choice but to go for more. Kingdom requires faith, and faith demands more. Jesus is saying, you have done right with the little, now you can be entrusted with more. And the excellent question is, can you be trusted with more?
Well, it was a jammin' electric opening 8 minutes here at Trojan Coliseum. We expected one team to be at about 80-point pace after one. We did not expect it to be the Lumberton Pirates, Ernie.
No, the Pirates are beating the Trojans at their own game at this particular point in the game. They've been getting steals. They've been pushing the ball. They came here to play this afternoon.
There's a pass flipped away dangerously, saved by Miller in the backcourt as he's being face guarded by A.J. Daniel. And Daniel is in his pocket as they switch now on the screens. This is McNeil. Lumberton by 5. Dump down pass to the inside, and the layup is made. Tell you what, Matt Locklear has been a presence off of the bench for Lumberton.
Yeah, he's had 4 points. They're looking for him down low.
A challenge is the three-point shot, which is missed, and then the reload shot falls off their side of the rim, missed by Daniels. Locklear pushes it ahead. This is Miller. Lumberton by 7. About a minute gone in this second quarter.
They're controlling the tempo of this game right now.
McNeil uses a really bulky screen by Todd, misses a 3, and there's Chapman for the offensive rebound. And that's an area we don't expect Lumberton to have an advantage.
If you want someone to set a screen for you, get Todd to do it. You'll get open.
He could screen my entire family. They get an offensive foul on an illegal screen that time going against Charlie Miller. That's number 2 on Miller. And that's a big call potentially for Lumberton. Again, they don't go very deep down the bench, but Miller far and away their best, most dangerous three-point threat. And to the bench he goes with 2 fouls and 3 three-pointers. And Shalik Baker, a 5'10 senior, is in. Well, that's a big loss offensively for Lumberton.
Yes, it is. They need him out there. He set the tempo for this game with his three-point shooting.
21-14. Lumberton on top of Garner by 7. They played into the post. We get a reach-around foul going on Locklear. And Locklear, if he's any more animated, he's going to get teed up.
Yeah. He's got to calm it down and let his coach take care of this before he gets the technical.
And right over the top of that left shoulder, but it's the hopping up and down right there in the face of the official that makes it questionable. Garner is now in the bonus the rest of this half. But is that a good or bad thing? And Nobles knocks down a free throw. He was 1 of 4 from the line in the opening quarter.
Well, he's a 55% free throw shooter.
So one more Wake Med free throw. Wake Med Health and Hospitals. Our patients and their families are at the heart of everything we do at Wake Med.
He got them both.
21-16. Lumberton by 5. So now you assume that McNeil is going to step more into the spotlight offensively here for the Lumberton Pirates. And Locklear gets the ball in his hands.
He's not the three-point shooter Miller is, but he can score. He's averaging almost 24 points a game.
And now with Miller on the bench, Shalik Baker and Chapman will control the basketball a lot, and would imagine we'll see the tempo slow down a little bit more here for the Pirates. McNeil looking on the give and go, drew the second defender, trying to thread a pass in on the bounce to Todd, and Todd cut off the break.
Yeah, he was kind of upset with Todd. He wanted him to pick and roll, but Todd wasn't ready for it.
So here come the Trojans. Again, they trailed by 10 in that opening quarter. Got all the way back to within 1 before Lumberton stretched it back out. Ben Hines shut off by Baker.
The Pirates are playing great defense.
Nobles for 3.
And that's what he does. He brings a lot of electricity to the game. He can hit that 3, and he can go to the basket. He's very athletic.
21-19, Pirates by 2. This is Baker. And Garner really extending the defense, especially now against McNeil, the primary perimeter threat. This is the tempo offensively I think we expected to see from tip-off. Another dangerous pass, fortunate for the Pirates, who was kicked. That did not have much of a chance to get through to Todd.
Not at all. But yeah, the tempo is coming more of what Garner would like.
Chapman. Shot was blocked by the elbow of Asia White, taken right away by Baker. An opportunity here for the Pirates. McNeil inside to Chapman. The extra pass to Locklear. Bucket of the Pirates. Chapman running down the floor defensively. Grabbed his shoe. He's trying to put it on.
Yeah, I think.
And that'll give him time as Nobles rises to the rim and scores.
Yeah, Nobles is getting into the flow of the game right now.
23-21, Lumberton by 2. And both sneakers are now on the feet of Chapman. And hard to miss those sneakers he's wearing.
Ever since Miller left the game, the score has
McNeil
changed.
gets blocked. Garner the other way. Hines for the lead. And a timeout taken by Lumberton. A 10-point road lead against the number 1 seed has vanished. Garner 24, Lumberton 23, first lead of the game for the Trojans. Third round action, 4A state playoffs from Garner.
Meet Judge Gino.
A spicy sauced wing hit me in the eye.
And then you slip on sauce and fall?
I had a concussion.
He can be tough.
Matt, get him out of here.
Compassionate.
Your injuries do not define you in any way.
And he's seen it all.
You fell into a septic tank?
I'm on the ground in severe pain, covered in human excrement.
Some of the largest cash settlements in TV history. Everyone's going to be talking about Judge Gino.
I was born at night, but not last night.
And personal injury court.
Weekdays at 2:30 on MyRDC.
Anchor Auto Outlet is your safe port of call for amazing automotive deals. No hard sales here. Our happy, satisfied customers honor us with 5-star ratings. Browse our comfortable indoor showroom and outdoor lot to find the perfect car for you. Get sweet deals on sweet rides with our competitive pricing and flexible solutions for any credit situation. AnchorAutoOutlet.com. Commitment, caring, service.
I got hurt on the job and now I have no money coming in.
Do something about it. Pick up the phone and call me right now. I can't put food on the table. I need my workers' comp benefits. Do something. If you've been hurt on the job, don't wait. Call me right now. We got a client who suffered a leg injury at work, $235,000.
I did something about it and Brian Ritchie won for me.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie and I want to win for you.
Call 1-800-222-2828.
Garner on top of Lumberton for the first time in the game, 24-23, midway through the second quarter. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry providing the best dental and orthodontic care to families and individuals in Raleigh and all across North Carolina for more than 39 years. Well, Ernie, let's go back now. Already on the bench with 2 fouls is Charlie Miller. Lumberton not very deep. And number 21, Matt Locklear, on that finish. Looked like he landed on a foot. He went back to the locker room during that timeout. The Pirates are getting thinner.
Yeah, they're going to miss him. He's gotten some nice assist passes and scores in this game.
So Dwayne Davis is back on the floor for Lumberton, number 22. And now we'll see how the Pirates handle trailing for the first time. Chapman locates Baker out of the corner, and that one is well long, and the rebound deflects to Ben Hines. Quickly ahead, Asia White runs right over McNeil. It's a blocking foul on Jordan McNeil. And that will be 2 on McNeil.
It looked like he had position. When Asa ran into him, I know he was moving. He was moving. Good call by the official.
And the troubles piling up for first-year head coach Bryant Edwards. 2 key players with 2 fouls. Now we get a whistle here as Al Henderson, our lead official, blows the whistle and goes to talk with one of his 2 umpires, Tony Morgan, Dennis Regan. And evidently the foul was brought to the scorer's table, applied to the wrong player. We knew it was on McNeil.
Yeah.
And Al clarifies. So White at the line, getting some upper D1 looks, as White is just a 6'7" sophomore.
Yeah, he's already got an offer from Elon and some of the local schools, ACC schools to look at him, NC State, Clemson.
Nice little crossover, high arcing shot in the lane by Jatarian Chapman.
Chapman with a nice drive.
Lumberton back on top by 1. This is Sean Bennett scooping it short. The putback is in by White.
Great follow by Asa White.
Boy, he's just so versatile. He can play a lot of different positions, good elevation, quick whistle at the other end. As Garner is back on top by 1. Foul going on the Trojans, Davion Dunn. And that is only the 3rd foul against Garner in this first half. Lumberton has been nailed for 8. So non-shooting. And there is Ken Blooms, who took over for the legend Eddie Gray, but he was legendary at his own level with the JV squad here for Garner and a longtime assistant on this men's squad. Now he's in full control and trying to return the Garner men's basketball team to greatness as McNeil misses a 3 and Ben Hines elevates for the rebound. And Hines, a guy you certainly need to honor on the perimeter, delivers to White. Misses off the baseline. Nobles the offensive rebound. This is Daniels. That's off the mark. A 4th crack now for Garner. And that one squirts to the rim and grabbed by Todd.
Yeah, rebounding also was key.
Getting the hole, maybe an extra step by Dwayne Davis, but it's blocked out of bounds.
It looked like the backboard blocked the shot.
Something did. And it will stay with Lumberton, down a point. 2:59 left in the first half. Tossed in, the leaping catch Chapman. Dumped down to the block, McNeil. Big mismatch here at his disadvantage. Baker, jab step, fade away. Oh, look at that from Shalik Baker, who is not known as a creator or a scorer off the bench for the Pirates, but shoots Lumberton back on top.
They needed that.
This is Nobles, and that lips out. And for the first time tonight, no white jerseys on the offensive glass.
None at all. Oh, he's trying to handle. Oh, good move.
Davis lost the handle, got it back. Todd can't put it in. And here come the Trojans, man back behind the defense. That's Bennett. Saves into the corner, and Hines hits another 3. 3rd of the half for Ben Hines.
Ben Hines is lighting it up here this afternoon.
Garner by 2. Charlie Miller will check back in for Lumberton next dead ball. They need his offensive firepower. Chapman in the air, nowhere to go. Dumped it to the inside. Davis twisting around. Chapman attacking, taking on 3 defenders, and there's a whistle. And that is a bit of a bailout because there is no angle to the rim for Chapman.
He had nowhere to go with that. The ref did bail him out on that one. He was lucky.
Foul on Bennett, number 25.
He did get fouled, though.
So meanwhile, that will get Charlie Miller momentarily back on the floor. A couple of Pirates are back discussing things with Bryant Edwards. They came out on fire. into a 10-point lead as the free throw made by Chapman. So Miller is now back in, number 12, who's knocked down 3 threes this first half. And Michael Todd, the big body, 6'5", 250, gets his first breather of the game.
I know he worked hard though on both ends of the floor. He's not going to be out for that long.
So one more for Chapman. And that will draw Lumberton even. 29-29. Minute 40 for the half. And score-wise, this is right where the Pirates wanted it.
Yeah, 29 points. Garner averages about 75 points a game. So.
And Hines called for a travel. Well defended by Miller. And a turnover by Garner. A reminder, stay tuned for the Anchor Auto High School Hoops halftime report. We'll have an interview with the Garner principal, Carter Hillman. First half highlights and a lot more. Number 1 versus number 9 in the East region. The bracket integrity has held firmly and perfectly through the first couple of rounds. The top 4 seeds in the West and the East all still alive, but Garner being tested here today. The winner gets either number 5 Hillside or number 4 Hoggard. And the Lumberton Pirates stepping back. Chapman. A rebound tip right back to Chapman. Near the rim. Lead back to the Pirates.
Chapman is the leading assist guy on this team, but he's bunkering a lot of scoring right now today.
Chapman has 6 in this quarter. And now you have shooter, defending shooter on the floor. Number 12 in black, number 12 in white. That's Miller and Hines. Double team, kick outside Little, strip. Miller the other way with Chapman to his right. The floater in the lane, in and out. And the rebound knocked over the baseline, and it will belong to Garner. Look of disdain on the face of Jordan McNeil.
McNeil was trying to make the ref do the Jedi mind trick on the ref. The ref wasn't going for it.
Now McNeil is really one of the players who has kind of battled with first-year head coach Brian Edwards and now really come around over the last 3 months with the new system, the new approach. Big stepping on the baseline is Nobles. The bucket goes in, but a travel called against Garner's Chris Nobles.
Yeah, he made a great move to the basket.
So here comes Lumberton. 30 seconds left in the half, and you know that Brian Edwards would love to hold for the final shot. Will McNeil agree? He lost the handle into the sideline, and a steal by Garner. Jordan Rowe.
He's going all the way.
Spins wildly, got in the hole, and lays it in.
Beautiful move to the basket.
31-31, and now the final shot here for the Pirates. This is Davis. Hard attack. Missed it. A last chance for Garner. Long touchdown pass hits Nobles for the jam and the lead. And a 55-footer is short, and the top seed at intermission in front. A couple of questionable decisions offensively by the Pirates in the last 30 seconds, handing the lead to the Trojans.
Yeah, they were a little sloppy with the ball at the end of the half, and Garner capitalized on it at the end.
Well, these teams have met in the playoffs a couple of times. Last year, Lumberton knocked out. 2014, Lumberton knocked out. They're looking for the upset today.
Picture that first day Donald Trump is no longer the president. The sun's going to come up over a country even more divided with crises that still require urgent action. I am running to pick up the pieces of our divided nation and lead us toward real action, to do something about health care, to do something about climate change, to tackle systemic racism, an American experience defined not by exclusion, but by belonging.
I'm Pete Buttigieg, and I approve this message.
Hail to the sale.
It's the Honda President's Day sales event.
All month long.
At your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
With huge savings on the entire Honda lineup. Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, and more. Historic deals. Elect to get a new sporty Civic for just $189 a month. Or cast your vote for a new CR-V with available Honda Sensing for just $259 a month. Now is the time to buy.
You better get going.
Get to the Honda President's Day sales event before these deals are history.
Trained comfort specialists, professional consultants, trained technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train and because
we are
Your
go-to.
Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
You're watching the Anchor Auto High School Hoops Halftime Report. And now it's time for the Modern Mechanical Scholar Athlete of the Week. Presenting the award for Modern Mechanical is Steve Eisman. From Lumberton High School, the Modern Mechanical Scholar Athlete of the Week is Jordan McNeil. Jordan is Lumberton's all-time leading scorer with over 2,000 career points. He's also the team captain, an all-conference and all-county performer, a 4-year varsity letter winner, and received the 2020 Robeson County Shootout MVP Award. And from Garner Magnet, the Modern Mechanical Scholar Athlete is Tia Moore. Moore is a 3-year varsity basketball team captain and a 4-year member of the varsity basketball team. Moore is among the state's leaders in block shots and is a member of the National Honor Society. Congratulations to our Modern Mechanical Scholar Athletes of the Week, sponsored by Modern Mechanical, your go-to people for heating, air conditioning, and electrical service.
The deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S.
The markets are plunging for a second straight day.
Health experts warn the U.S. is underprepared. Managing a crisis is what Mike Bloomberg does. In the aftermath of 9/11, he steadied and rebuilt America's largest city, oversaw emergency response to natural disasters, upgraded hospital preparedness to manage health crises, and he's funding cutting-edge research to contain epidemics. Tested, ready.
I'm Mike Bloomberg, and I approve this message.
Anchor Auto Outlet is your safe port of call for amazing automotive deals. No hard sales here. Our happy, satisfied customers honor us with 5-star ratings. Browse our comfortable indoor showroom and outdoor lot to find the perfect car for you. Get sweet deals on sweet rides with our competitive pricing and flexible solutions for any credit situation. AnchorAutoOutlet.com. Commitment, caring, service.
And welcome back to the Anchor Auto High School Hoops Halftime Report with Garner on top of Lumberton 33-31 in a Sweet 16 matchup. The top seed in the East, the number 9 seed Lumberton Pirates, who have advanced to the third round for the first time in school history, on the road trailing by 2. Patrick Keenan, joined by Carter Hillman, the principal here at Garner High School. And first up, what a great atmosphere for the second time in several days for us. But kudos to you, your staff, and your students.
Thanks, Patrick. Once again, welcome back to Garner. It's a great time to have here. We always enjoy the home games. We really appreciate all the fans we've had come out and the support that we get from not only our team, but I mean, Lumberton's traveled very well today, considering what time it is during the day.
There's a remarkable amount of academic and athletic history that just oozes out of the hallways here at Garner High, from Donna Williams, David West, James Mays, and many others on the football side especially. What is it about the aura of Garner basketball, football, and athletics that sets it apart?
It's a true tradition, I tell you. 2 years ago, we retired a legend, Eddie Gray. And who do you replace him? We bring in assistant coach, Kent Blooms, and all he's done is repeat back to what we're doing, just continue to build. It's just amazing, the tradition. It's part of our motto is that we respect that tradition at all times. And you can't help but know that part of that is the athletics.
All right, academically and athletically, what's in your crystal ball? What's the future look like over the next maybe 5 years?
I tell you, we've gotten leaner and meaner. With South Garner coming in, we've lost about 1,000 students. So we've kind of had to reestablish who we are. We always used to be large Garner. Now we're lean, mean Garner, ready for the next century.
All right, we appreciate your time. Best success the rest of this game and hopefully beyond in the postseason and in the future for Garner High School.
Thank you, Patrick. Appreciate it.
All right, Carter Hillman joined us, the principal of Garner High School. He's hoping that his team advances to the Elite 8. That would be coming up in a couple of days. But a tussle today, leading Lumberton by 2 at halftime.
The state treasurer is the most important job you've never heard of.
That's something with the money, right?
Does he guard the treasurer? I'm Ronnie Chatterjee, and as your state treasurer, I'll protect retirement pensions, get the cost of healthcare down, and cut government waste to save you money. I worked as an advisor to President Obama, got a PhD in economics. I love math, and I'm a huge nerd.
Yep, he's not kidding.
And as your state treasurer, I'll put what I know to work for you.
Ronnie Chatterjee, Democrat for treasurer.
In our hands are the very latest implantable devices and the most advanced technologies. In our care are patients who come to us for innovative procedures. In our hearts are a passion for cardiovascular care and compassion for every life we touch. WakeMed Heart and Vascular Physicians. Your heart, your choice.
Rooms to Go, America's #1 independent furniture company, is celebrating our 29th anniversary with an amazing sale. It's our once-a-year super savings event when we use our massive buying power to get special anniversary price breaks and bonus buys from our suppliers. That's extra savings we pass on to you. Plus, get 60-month interest-free financing. Come on, this is it. The sale you wait for. It's the Rooms to Go anniversary sale, going on now.
(33-31), Garner on top of the Lumberton Pirates at halftime. Third-round action of the 4A men's basketball playoffs. Patrick Keenis, Ernie Myers, and Ernie, an interesting first half. We saw the tempo very fast early, something the Pirates weren't hoping to see, but they actually acquitted themselves pretty well, but then gave up a 10-point lead. We're tight, 2-point lead. What's your assessment of the first half?
Hey, they're still in the game. The score is what, 33-31. Garner averages 75 points a game, so the Pirates are still in it.
Meanwhile, for the Pirates, they do have some moments of adversity. A couple of key players with 2 fouls. One off of their bench, went to the locker room with a potential ankle injury. So how does Bryant Edwards keep the pieces in play to make this a final possession game?
Well, you get Miller back in the game. They have 2 fouls. They got, 3 more fouls in the second half, so they can come out and play and play straight-up defense and not foul. They can still be in this game at the end of the game. They still got a chance to win.
All right, let's take a look at some first half stats, and here we are. 5 3-point field goals made by Garner, 3 of them off of the right hand of Ben Hines off the bench. And for Lumberton, 3 of 10 from 3-point range. All 3 of those came from Charlie Miller, who does have 2 fouls.
Yeah, they got to keep Charlie Miller off the 3-point line in the second half. The Trojans, they got to keep him off the 3-point line.
All right, teams are out of the locker room. Third quarter action. When we return, can Lumberton spring the bracket-shaking upset? They trail by 2 at Garner at the break.
No, this ain't no sandwich, because on a sandwich, they ask you if you want cheese. But on a papadilla, cheese is what's holding the whole operation together. Get one now for just $6. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
I got hurt on the job and now I can't work.
Do something about it. Pick up the phone and call me right now.
I got hurt on the job, and now I've got all kinds of medical bills. I admit it, I need help.
Do something. If you've been hurt on the job, don't wait. Call me right now. We got a client who hurt his arm at work, $247,500.
I did something about it, and Brian Ritchie won for me.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie, and I want to win for you.
Call 1-800-222-2828.
Experts tell us that there are 10 essential survival strategies for dangerous situations. And these same 10 strategies apply to the threatening situations we face as Christians every day. Hi, I'm Robert Jeffress, and this month on Pathway to Victory, we're learning how to thrive in a culture that is hostile toward Christians. Join me for a brand new study called Courageous on Pathway to Victory.
You get this picture of a jealous guy.
What possessed you to do that?
Could this be a murder for hire? When you've got something that was this bad, somebody's got to pay.
Dateline. Weekdays at 12 on MyRDC.
We'll look inside the huddle of Kent Bloom, second-year head coach for the Garner Trojans, trying to move on to the Elite 8. There's the top seed in the East region. They're up by 2 on Lumberton, 33-31. And there's Bryant Edwards in his very first year as a head coach for Lumberton. Spent 5 years at South Columbus, and when he got there, he was the youngest high school varsity coach in the state. When he took this job at Lumberton, they said, Coach, it's going to be a rebuilding year, so mentally prepare yourself for that. They are for the first time ever, into the 3rd round of the high school playoffs, some rebuild that he has put together. This is Todd bowling his way through, shot swatted out of there by White, and here come the Trojans up by 2.
Trojans pushing it.
And that was deflected high and over the glass by Dwayne Davis. Snuff it out, a potential fast break shot.
That was a great block by Asa White. Got a lot of spring, the sophomore.
So the Trojans in the white, blue, and gold. Lumberton in the black and maroon. Good crossover to the rim. Oh, made that look easy, but Nobles couldn't finish.
Man, I thought he was going to dunk that. He was way up there.
Miller slides it bounce to McNeil. Leaning in, banking it strong. Todd with the putback, no. Got it back again, lost it. Here comes Daniels. And Garner a little discombobulated offensively on this set. Still man-to-man by the Pirates. That was blocked down right into the hands of White in the corner. And there's McNeil to rebound the miss.
There's the Pirates on the push.
Miller, that's kind of uncharted territory for him, attacking the rim, but he does draw the contact and will shoot free throws. Foul charge against White.
Here's White with the left hand, and he gets fouled. Well, he's a 90% free throw shooter.
And he's about well, tonight he's about 100% three-point shooter in this contest. Shooting a couple of Murray's Ty Renato free throws. That one flips out. No good. Murray's family owned and operated for over 60 years. 33-31 the lead for Garner. And two free throws missed by Miller. Probably the only time this year that's happened. So Garner still playing with the lead. Ben Hines, who made 3 threes in that first half. Some more deliberate offensive sets for Garner. Nobles, blocked by Davis. And now it's Hines, faking Miller, blocked the shot right back to him. Hines gets it back.
Miller said, I know how to play a three-point shooter.
This is excellent defense played by the Pirates. Challenging every shot. Hines got it off, missed it, no foul came. Offensive rebound by Nobles. And then threw it away. But that might be the best defensive sequence we've seen from Lumberton in this game. I mean, they were denying, closing out over about 70 seconds.
Absolutely. They toughed that one out. They played great defense on that possession.
Still the same score we had at halftime. 2 minutes plus have gone by in the third quarter. A toss to the cutting McNeil. It was deflected out of bounds. And Lumberton will keep. Lumberton came over to Garner earlier this morning, about 90 miles. I'm sure it felt like 9 seconds when you're playing a third-round game for the first time in school history. And that also tipped out by the Trojans.
Yeah, but they were kind of loose out here. They were out here dunking and, you know, having a good time. They didn't seem tight at all.
They got in the third round. Talking about a tough path. Their first-round opponent, South Central, the defending state champs. They beat by 5. Here's an intercepted pass, and Daniels with the whole beautiful contorting of his body to the left side of the rim. And he scores to give Garner a 4-point lead.
Beautiful move on that drive with the Euro step. The left-hand lay-in. Daniels.
Garner up by 4, biggest lead of the game. Now the Trojans were probably preparing for Apex Friendship. This is a long 2 from Miller, and that gets the touch. But Apex Friendship, who tied for the conference title with Garner in the SWAC 4A, beaten in the last round by this Lumberton team, and a foul on the reversal attempt by Nobles. And the foul goes against Michael Todd.
Nobles on a strong drive to the basket, but it was blocked by Todd with the foul.
So 35-33, Garner to the free throw line. And they are now 4 out of 13 in the game. But Garner, I think, fully expected to see Apex Friendship for a third time this year, but to no avail. Not thanks to the big win by Lumberton on the road, mind you, 77-74 a couple of days ago.
Garner has left a lot of points on the free throw line so far this game.
And the lead is 3, and a little bit of backcourt pressure applied for the first time today by Garner, looking to trap, and it's handled well by the Pirates. McNeil, a lot of congestion. Chapman steps in, mid-range. Yes, soft rims for the visitors here in Garner.
He doesn't shoot that much. He doesn't score that many points, but today he's coming up big.
Garner by 1. Nobles leaves it to Rowe. Across the paint, drew some defenders. And Davion Dunn will reset. Done now. A hard attack on Chapman, who blocks it out of bounds emphatically from behind.
These Pirates know how to play defense. They keep the guys in front of them. Here they are. Drive to the basket. Here's Todd. And Chapman from the back with the block.
That is attention getting if you're in blue and gold. Garner by 1. Shaking his Nobles. Tip pass to the corner. Look at McNeil. Elliott. There's the steal. It's a 3-on-2 for Lumberton. Throws back to Miller. Steps back behind his comfortable three-point line. And Lumberton back in the lead. That's the 4th of the game by Charlie Miller.
Miller just stepped back like, hold up. I'm going to shoot a 3 on this one. And he buried it.
A.J. Daniels, a couple of heavy head and shoulder fakes. Does draw the foul on McNeil. That is number 3.
3 fouls on McNeil. That's big right at this point in the game.
And one of the assistant coaches for the Pirates just turned to Brian Edwards on that bench, showed 3 fingers, and Brian said, okay, 3 on him. I'm good. He's not taking him off the floor. That ball squirts loose. A hard drive and the finish by A.J. Daniels.
Daniels with a nice left-hand scoop to the basket.
38 all. Trouble at midcourt and then thrown away by Dwayne Davis. And the defensive pressure by Garner taking a toll.
Teammate telling Davis to calm down.
Lumberton midway through the 3rd, still with a shot. It's tied 38 all in Garner.
Get ready to experience Triangle High School basketball like never before. High School Hoops is on MyRDC. Live, full game coverage every week all the way to the championships.
Hi, I'm Jay Sunhalter, and on Saturday, we'll be covering the 3rd round of the boys basketball playoffs. The field is dwindling down, and the top teams in the state are still left. It's win or go home time, and we'll see you on Saturday for High School Hoops.
Watch Lane & Associates High School Hoops on MyRDC.
Try our free fee policy.
When you get the heavy hitters on your case,
We get you paid, but there's no fee.
that's our free fee policy.
Call the heavy hitters, they'll work to get you more. 1-800-LAW-0804.
When you recycle plastic bottles here in the Carolinas, you're a job creator. Your plastics are first sorted by a team of 100 at Sunoco. Then a crew of 38 at Southeast Grinding turns those bottles into flake. The flake then becomes pellets at Easy Products, which employs 35, and those pellets are turned into fabric by the 195 employees of Palmetto Synthetics. Recycling plastic bottles here in the Carolinas employs an estimated 3,500 people. Your bottle means jobs.
Do you know what our job is?
Our job is to get you more.
More money than the insurance company wants to offer.
Get the power of more. Call the heavy hitters.
Attorneys Tatum and Atkinson.
Call the heavy hitters, they'll work to get you more. 1-800-LAW-0804.
3rd round playoff action, a tight affair here inside Trojan Coliseum. Garner with the top seed, even with Lumberton, 38-38. Time for the Lane & Associates Family Dentistry Smile Cam. We love to make you smile. And a look at the Pirates cheerleaders who made about an hour-and-a-half drive up from Lumberton to maybe witness Pirates history. Garner in the white, Lumberton in the black.
This tempo right here still favors the Pirates.
Asia White travels. Well, if there's one thing we've been able to kind of observe and realize and really laud in this game for Lumberton, you brought it up a second ago, their ability to play defense.
Yeah, they're scrappy, but they know how to play position defense.
And Bryant Edwards, again, the first-year head coach for the Pirates, learned from his father, who was a 16-year head coach at Williams Township and actually the college roommate of Kelvin Sampson at UNC Pembroke. His dad, now the Pirates' biggest cheerleader. He's probably screaming louder than anybody in this building, which is saying a lot. And his fiancee Caitlin is also here. Bryant's about to get married this summer.
It's a nice crowd.
38-38, Lumberton basketball. Jordan McNeil scored all 8 of his points in the opening quarter, has not scored since. Dying to get back involved, but he's happy to have a guy like Charlie Miller on his side. Miller, 4 3-pointers. This is McNeil, slipped a bit, still elevates, and that was tipped underneath and saved right in the hands of Jordan Rowe.
He tried to throw it off him, but he caught
Nobles, the step through, the pocket picked. Chapman plays it, hit McNeil, one-on-one, lays it up and falls off no good, but will shoot free throws.
Beautiful move to the basket. I know he's saying, I wish I had that one back. It just wouldn't go down. Here he is, takes off, gets fouled. It just rolls out.
And the contact well in advance of getting that ball up to the glass and the rim. So 2 free throws coming up for McNeil. Brought to you by Murray's Tire and Auto. Murray's family owned and operated for over 60 years. 2:54 left, third quarter. Ben Hines, who is instant offense for Garner. He's on the floor for the first time in the second half.
Yeah, I've read an interview in the Robinson Times where McNeil deferred to Miller for to take the last shot of the game. Even though he's the leading scorer, he said he can knock it down, and he knocked it down.
That was the game winner against Apex Friendship. They front the post, and they pay the price to lay it by Nobles. The pass was pure. Garner by 1. Miller gets past Hines, draws a double, now thinks better of it. Davis will reset and give it off to Chapman. Hines right in the pocket, pokes the dribble away. Miller will save, and a reach-in foul on Garner. That's going to go against Nobles. No, take it back. No, they're calling it on Miller instead. And Bryant Edwards is on his feet, arms folded. Cannot believe the call that just went against his top scorer.
He got his pocket picked, tried to get it back. I don't see the foul.
If any foul, looked like it was on Nobles. But Garner turns it right back over. But Miller now with 3 fouls, along with McNeil. Lumberton basketball, down by 1, all the way to the hole. That shot missed, but right there to clean it up is Michael Todd. His first points of the game gives Lumberton the lead back.
He's averaging a double-double, 10 points, 10 rebounds.
Here's Nobles shaking through and spins that one no good, but he will head to the free throw line. And that foul will be charged against Todd. That's number 2. 41-40, Lumberton on the road, leading by 1. And a couple more Murray's Tire and Auto free throws here for Garner's Chris Nobles.
Garner has not lost a home game this year.
They're 9-0. And Nobles misses another free throw for the Trojans.
If Garner loses this game, they're going to look back at the free throws that they missed.
They are 5 of 15 in this game. And as the top seed, they trail by 1 in the waning stages of this third quarter. 2 more misses by Garner. Grabbing the rebound, though, is Nobles. Tosses to Rowe, and he misses. Battle near the rim, won by one of the smallest men on the floor. It's McNeil, and a Garner foul. And the foul goes against Jordan Rowe. Minute 40 to play.
The intensity of this game is unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, I think for Lumberton, the intensity is maybe against the officiating for a lack of fouls against Garner. For Garner, I think the intensity is more masked as anxiety here because they're in a battle for their lives here.
Yes.
Pass down low, and there is Locklear.
Locklear, and he's in the game. He's limping.
8 off of the bench, had the ankle turn in the first half. The kick out. This is McLean on the floor for the first time. Misses a 3. Offensive rebound by Bennett. Toward the hole, bank shot no. Foul on Lumberton with a minute 15 to go in the third. And that foul goes on McNeil, and that is his 4th.
McNeil saying he wants to stay in the game.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think he knew he had 3. Now he has 4, and he's going down toward his bench, and his coach saying, no, I don't need a sub, but he's going to be subbed out as the free throw is made by Dunn. We want to thank United Rentals for powering tonight's high school hoops basketball game. United Rentals, you're building the future. We're here to help. 43-41 Lumberton. And a couple of free throws made by Dunn. Now full court pressure. The stakes getting higher for Garner.
Garner's trying to get their defense to turn into offense.
Locklear saves a bad pass, and a timeout called by Lumberton. That pass was almost fully stolen, and Locklear on his knees had the ball come to him. And Bryant Edwards, who generally holds on to every single timeout for the duration of a game, burns one here to keep a very premium possession alive.
That was a big timeout call right there. That could have been a turnover.
Yeah, he talked with us about kind of game management. That's kind of one areas of coaching that, as a young 29-year-old leading this program, still feels like he needs to get better in time and score and awareness circumstances. He doesn't like to use timeouts. That was a brilliant use of the timeout here.
Absolutely.
He's learned a lot in the last hour.
Yeah, he's learning.
So meanwhile,
he's a good coach.
Garner down by 1, but Lumberton again facing even larger obstacles now. Jordan McNeil, 4 fouls. Charlie Miller, 3 fouls. Locklear is on the floor, clearly not at 100% with that ankle turn in the first half. Yet here they are, leading the top seed by 1 into the final minute of the third quarter.
It's a testament to good coaching.
Miller just beat the clock. Fall away out of the corner is missed by Baker. Ill-advised shot. Here comes Garner up the floor, looking for the lead, and that one deflected, tipped up and in though.
A.J. Daniels.
44-43, Garner by 1. That game management by the Pirates at the end of that second quarter was less than ideal. We'll see if they learn their lesson here. Can they burn the remaining 35 seconds? Chapman, a hard take, draws the foul, and gets it to go. And Lumberton back in front.
Chapman has played an excellent floor game this afternoon. Here he is on the drive right here. Strong drive to the basket. He's not a scorer, but he's coming up big today.
They got a nice screen right around the elbow area by Dwayne Davis. And to the free throw line goes Chapman, who is now into double figures with 10. And meanwhile, Bryant Edwards is now protecting Charlie Miller. He has subbed him to the bench with 33 seconds left and 3 fouls. Free throw made. Huge three-point play by Jadarian Chapman. And Lumberton leads by 2. And meanwhile, the sharpshooter Ben Hines is back in. And now the job is of Shalik Baker's looking to face guard Hines anywhere he runs.
Yeah, it looks like a boxing one.
I mean, yeah, you could be right. I mean, Baker is like inside the nostril of Ben Hines. Backdoor cut, reverse layup, beautifully put down by Daniels. Tied, 15 seconds left, quarter 3.
Daniels is having a great game.
This is Brockington on the floor for the first time. Spins into the lane, tosses it in, and Lumberton leads by 2. Garner basketball, 3 seconds left. This is done. Moving to the right, gets the shot off. It's off glass, and Lumberton, the Cinderella remaining on the eastern half of the 4A bracket, on the road in the lead after 3 quarters.
And they have the momentum.
48-46, Pirates. Fourth quarter action from Garner on the way.
Hail to the sale.
It's the Honda President's Day sales event.
All month long.
At your Honda dealer of the Carolinas.
With huge savings on the entire Honda lineup. Accord, Civic, CR-V, HR-V, Pilot, Passport, and more.
Historic deals.
Elect to get a new sporty Civic for just $189 a month. Or cast your vote for a new CR-V with available Honda Sensing for just $259 a month. Now is the time to buy.
You better get going.
Get to the Honda President's Day sales event before these deals are history.
Train comfort specialists, professional consultants, trained technicians, residential replacement, commercial construction, and excellent customer support. Call Modern Mechanical because it's hard to stop a train and because
we are your go-to.
Call today or visit modernmechhvac.com.
Selling your home the traditional way can be a long process. You have to set the price, prep the house, paint the house, decat smell the house, fix this, replace that, list the house, have an open house. Let strangers rummage through your closets.
Oh, yes.
Get an offer, lose the offer, get another offer, accept it, close a month later, and then realize you could have had the same offer from Open Door months ago. So sell your house directly to Open Door and skip all the hassle. Get your free offer in 24 hours at opendoor.com.
Ready for the fourth quarter from Garner. The top seed in trouble, trailing Lumberton by 2. First time the school has ever reached the third round, and sometimes what you don't know can work to your advantage. We're seeing that from the Pirates.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Because as long as they keep this close, especially if they keep the lead, the tighter it's going to feel for the top-seeded Trojans.
Absolutely.
Davis, the tip won't go on the opposite side. Michael Todd, 4-point lead for Lumberton.
He's been cleaning up on the offensive boards this afternoon.
Miller back on the floor for Lumberton as he is shadowing Ben Hines on the other side of the floor. This is Jordan McLean. McLean enters in. Nolan gets it back. Fires a 3. Missed it. Offensive rebound by Garner. And a whistle underneath. And a foul going on 1 of 3. Lumberton Pirates down low, and it's going to be charged against Dwayne Davis.
Well,
that is number 3.
That's number 3 on him.
And again, foul trouble really piling up.
Yeah, A.J. Daniels has played a great game this afternoon. Here he's on the rebound. Got fouled. He's making his free throws.
Oh, that has been the bane of the existence for the Trojans in this game. 8 of 19. They made 8. They missed 11 from the foul line. 50-47, Lumberton leading. Those were 2 confident strokes by Daniels. Garner looking to ratchet up the pressure. Can't trap. Underhand toss by Brockinson, broken up, loose near midcourt, and Daniels able to save on that sideline. Extra pass, Nolan McLean misses another 3. Rebound right to Hines. Rebound. This is his spots. Missed it. McLean blocked near the rim, and Lumberton avoids trouble. Davis, a fake, a look away, spins it no. Todd grabs the rebound.
Rebound again.
Locates Chapman.
Chapman on the lay-in.
Lumberton by 4. A whistle blown after the bucket, and I think it's a warning being given to Chapman for a delay of game. So no technical, but it's a delay of game warning against Chapman and Lumberton.
Todd has been dominating the offensive glass in the second half of this game.
Oh, a lot of fans biting nails. We still have 6:40 to play in the fourth quarter. Lumberton leads by 4. Nolan McLean against Todd, doesn't like that matchup. He does from here, and he's missed 3 straight off the bench. Rebound, Brockinson. Throws it away out of a trap. Taken away right near the rim, and that one swirls out by Dunn.
Chapman on the rebound.
And another denial by the Pirates. Chapman in the lane, floats it short.
Here's Todd again.
One more time, and Lumberton leads by 6. And a timeout taken by the Pirates.
Todd has been a beast on the boards this afternoon.
Lumberton trying to shock the brackets.
Once he
up by 6 with 6:10 to go in the fourth.
Picture that first day Donald Trump is no longer the president. The sun's going to come up over a country even more divided with crises that still require urgent action. I am running to pick up the pieces of our divided nation and lead us toward real action to do something about health care, to do something about climate change, to tackle systemic racism, an American experience defined not by exclusion, but by belonging.
I'm Pete Buttigieg, and I approve this message.
Well, well, look who's exercising again. Good choice. Eating right, too. Another good choice. Fish, fruit, and veggies are my friends. Oatmeal is good for me, as is staying away from saturated fats. Ugh. They don't call it shortening for nothing. I mean, look at you. You've lost weight, you're back on track, you look amazing, and thanks to you, I'm looking pretty good myself. WakeMed Heart and Vascular. Your heart, your choice.
I didn't expect to go into the workforce and be so closely working with other nurses that graduated from this university. It shows that ACPI is producing great nurses. My desire was to be a nurse, and ACPI helped me to get there much faster. Nursing provides me the opportunity to live the life that I want to live. I absolutely love my job, and I owe that to ACPI University.
The battle-tested Lumberton Pirates on the road in deep foul trouble with a 6-point lead in the top seed Garner Trojans. 6 minutes, 10 seconds left, fourth quarter. Patrick Keenis alongside Ernie Myers. And Ernie, this past week was the 40th anniversary of the Miracle on Ice, the U.S. hockey team beating the Soviets in the semifinals and winning gold in Lake Placid. This might be Lumberton's moment here today.
It's looking like it. They have the momentum. They're playing great defense. They're just on the glass. Todd is just dominating the offensive boards.
This will now be a character test for the top seed. Trojans ball down by 6. Asia White works himself out of the corner. And out front to A.J. Daniels. Davion Dunn, the attack. Through the whistle. And Garner, well, the free throw line has not been a good pal of theirs in this game. Will shoot a couple of free throws.
Not this afternoon. They've been struggling from the free throw line.
And that foul goes against Dwayne Davis. The foul trouble continues to mount against the Pirates.
Yeah, he got him there with the body.
McNeil still on the bench with his 4 fouls. Miller is on the floor playing with 3. And that free throw, no good.
Free throw
Theme of the game. Theme of the game for the Trojans. And now Davis with 3 fouls leads. Locklear back in. Boy, he's played his heart out through an injury in that first half as well.
Yes, he has.
8 points for Locklear. Dunn makes 1 of 2. He's into double figures. Third Trojan into double figures in this game. Lumberton by 5. Inside 6 minutes. Far, far too early for the Lumberton players to even think about looking at that clock.
No, this game is far from over.
Keeping the blinders on, the focus sharp. That's what Bryant Edwards is looking from his squad. This is the freshman Brockington. Good delivery, and Locklear delivers again. 10 off for the bench, and we get a whistle after the bucket, and this one's going on Garner. It's on Nobles. I don't know if it's a technical or a common foul.
Locklear is limping, and he's killing. He's killing Garner.
It is not a technical, but it is a shove on Nobles after the bucket. We'll take a look at number 34. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there.
So Lumberton leads by 7 and has the basketball again.
I see why he's shoving him, because he's just killing them on the offensive glass. You got to keep Todd off the boards.
This is Locklear. Chapman. Can't turn the corner. Knocked away, but it will stay with Lumberton. 5-12 for the fourth. And as we mentioned when the third quarter began, the longer Lumberton hangs close or has the lead, the tighter things will feel in terms of premium possessions for Garner. Locklear gets free.
Whoa.
Swatted, though, out to midcourt by Daniels.
Daniels got off the floor on that. Strong block.
And here is our Lane and Associates play of the game. Re-rack this one. Number 21, A.J. Daniels. Nothing better. And that was a desperation block by the Trojans. If that goes in, they're down by 9. Todd can't put his hands on the rebound. And Garner out of there with it. Nobles fouled near midcourt. And our play of the game brought to you by Lane and Associates. We love to make you smile. Foul on Chapman. That's his 3rd. And Lumberton is now over the limits. Check that 2nd foul on Chapman. And it will be Nobles at the free throw line.
That was a good foul. Put them on the line. They've been struggling from the line. They would have had a fast break if he didn't.
This is a 1-and-1. And that one is good. Garner is now 11 of 24 from the foul line. 14 points for Nobles. But the later this game gets, the more high pressure these free throws will become for the Trojans. 1 of 2. Good box out by Locklear.
Locklear is limping, and he's playing the game of his life.
And a foul in the backcourt on the Trojans. Garner not over the limit yet. Foul goes on White, number 2. Meanwhile, McNeil, the leader of this Lumberton team, is still cheerleading, calling out plays on the bench. Bryant Edwards a moment ago just kind of looked at him and said, "Are you ready to go in?"
This junior point guard here, Chapman, is a good-looking point guard. He's been controlling the game. He hasn't turned the ball over, and he's made most of the shots he's taken.
And Miller off of a screen. They ran a play for him, but got an illegal screen. No one's charged against Todd. Well, now it comes down to decision-making by Bryant Edwards Pirates in these final 4.5 to try and lock this one down. They know Garner's going to hit him with a run or two before it's over.
Yeah, they're going to press him. They're going to try to turn him over, get a steal, get back into this game.
And McNeil, meanwhile, waits for his number to be called on that Pirate sideline. Lumberton 56, Garner 50. Daniels skips it to White. Wide open three. That one pops out. Rebound Locklear. And McNeil is now up off the bench. He and Davis will check in next dead ball.
The Trojans haven't done anything on the perimeter offense as far as perimeter shooting since the second half.
Chapman drives Daniels away. Inside 4 minutes for the fourth. Miller precariously close to midcourt. Tightly played, beats Hines, slides a bounce into Locklear, blocked off the glass, no goaltend, but right back to the Pirates. And a whistle out front. And this one goes against Davion Dunn.
Man, that looked like a goaltend. Here it is right here. Locklear. It's a good block.
Both teams now in the bonus. And meanwhile, McNeil has been brought back to the bench by Bryant Edwards. Immediate timeout is due. First dead ball under 4. Free throw, though, missed on the 1-and-1 by Chapman. So we play on with McNeil still on the bench. And that one is stripped and knocked out. Stays with Garner.
Good defense by Todd.
So Garner will throw in. Again, we've used the immediate timeout. My mistake, across. And heavy lower body contact. I believe Michael Todd is going to get this one. And he becomes another Pirate player with 4 fouls. So McNeil 4, Davis 4, Todd 4, Miller 3. Pirates are playing on fumes right now, but they lead by 6.
They lead by 6. This is where Coach wanted them to be. When we spoke to him early in the game, he wanted to keep it in the 50s and the 60s, and that's where it is right now.
So McNeil and Davis are back in. Excellent minutes by the freshman J.B. Brockington. I mean, not just mop-up minutes. These were good, vitally important minutes for the Pirates' cause here today.
And he showed up.
Made good decisions, some good passes, and made a big bucket late in that third quarter. 56-51. Meanwhile, kudos to Locklear, who still is out there grinding through on a bad ankle and still being very productive. A couple of free throws made by Nobles, and boy, do the Trojans need those.
Yeah, 4-point game.
56-52, full court pressure, ball poked away by Dunn and saved out of bounds. It's Garner basketball.
Yeah, Dunn turned it over.
Well, this is perhaps the first of the late game charges by the top-seeded Garner Trojans. Lumberton leads by 4. Blue crew on their feet, cheering nervously. They play it through the high post. Nobles faces up, attacks Davis. Underhand spin won't go. The rebound tip right back to his hands, puts it up, and it will roll off. Wouldn't have counted anyway. On the floor foul against Lumberton, and it goes against Davis, and I think he is just fouled out of the game.
Man, Nobles was relentless on that possession.
So Dwayne Davis, number 22, has fouled out. 3:15 remaining. Davis did not score. Set some screens, handled some balls, got some rebounds, did a lot of the dirty work.
He played a good game.
So he is done. Michael Todd back on the floor for the Pirates. Nobles just made a couple of free throws a moment ago. It's a 1-and-1. He missed it. Rebound, Locklear. Actually, they're going to call it a 2-shot foul. Still one more coming. By the way, can't emphasize this enough. Lumberton has never been in the third round ever. They're on the road. After they won on the road at Apex Friendship a couple of days ago, they're taking on the top seed. They ran out to an early 10-point lead, gave it all back, and here they are now with about 3 minutes to play after 2 more missed free throws by Garner. They lead the top seed in the East by 4, trying to get to the 4th round. Chapman lost the handle, got it back, and rolls it in.
Chapman is having the game of his life.
Inside 3 minutes, Garner down by 6. And a travel on the baseline on the Trojans. And a timeout begged for by Kent Blooms. He won't get it.
He can handle that ball.
2:45 to go. Chapman on a double team. Miller bumped, no foul. McNeil back on the floor with 4 fouls. Calmly looks to his head coach.
Yeah, they've been very patient.
Traps him, finds Todd. Kick out Miller. This is huge. In and out, no. And Garner the rebound.
That would have been the dagger.
Garner quickly the other way. Can they find the right gear? No look, bounce pass. That was perfect.
Beautiful
Sean Bennett, the bucket. Timeout taken. Garner within 4. 2:18 left in the 4th quarter. How about this look by Dunn?
Beautiful pass. Great concentration on the score right there.
How about he's looking away, and if Bennett is not aware of the situation, the passer and coming through, that's a turnover. He was prepared.
Yes, he definitely was.
All right, Ernie, take us into this huddle. What's the most imperative things here for Ken Blooms?
Well, Bloom, he's telling his team, hey, we're still in the game. You got to fight hard, play this defense, take your time on offense, and get a good shot. Because there's 2 minutes left, 2 minutes, 18 seconds. That's a lifetime in basketball.
And now from Brian Edwards, he knows his team is going to be trapped hard and often. How do they maintain their composure and break it?
Hey, ball control is very important in this time of the game. Ball control, don't turn the ball over, keep the possession, pass the ball around, try to run some clock down, and you can leave here with a victory.
Yeah, a lot of concerned teenagers in that student section, and a lot of concern being delivered by Ken Blooms in his 2nd year as the head basketball coach here for Garner. We talked about what Lumberton doesn't know. Again, they played a lot of high-quality teams, faced some of the top individual players in the state. A couple of close losses to Pinecrest, a tough loss to Richmond and Scotland. They deserve to be here, and they played well enough to have a 4-point lead in the final couple of minutes. And as McNeil slips across midcourt, he just got a timeout call before he traveled. So beating the pressure, McNeil lost his footing, landed a little bit awkwardly on that right elbow.
Another timeout to avert a turnover.
Yeah.
Perfect.
58-54. Now again, the foul trouble is still magnified here for the Pirates because their main ball handlers with McNeil, with Miller. Chapman has 3 fouls, but McNeil and Miller have 4 apiece. But those are your most competent guys to break the press and handle the pressure.
Yeah, get the ball in the hands of Chapman. He hasn't turned the ball over. He's playing a great floor game for the Pirates.
Chapman, 15 points. McNeil has 9, but 8 of those came in the opening quarter. Miller made 3 threes in the opening quarter. He's made 1 since. He's number 12 right there in the huddle. He has 14 points, so 2nd on the Pirates in this contest.
And they're winning in this game without a big game from McNeil.
Yeah. Well, you think how far this Pirates team has come. Brian Edwards was very candid with us about an hour before tip-off about facing a lot of recoiling from players who weren't going to enjoy his system. Maybe didn't enjoy their first interactions with their new head coach. But boy, how this team has come together over the last 6 months. Credit to Edwards, credit to the staff, most credit to the players for buying in.
Absolutely, they bought in. He came in here and changed the culture of the Pirates program, and look where they are now.
And look where they are right now. They're all about 12 inches in front of us. 9 of the 10 players are within sweating distance of us.
Yeah, this is out of bounds play.
Yeah.
They try to get possession of the ball.
I mean, Miller will throw into somebody. They all stack. They toss it into Chapman, and he's forced out of bounds. Was he pushed or was he not? And now Henderson, the official, keeps possession to Lumberton. And Kent Bloom says, well, how is that possible here? No, they called a foul. And that won't sit well with the Trojans. They tossed it into Chapman. Didn't look like he was touched. Fell toward us out of bounds.
He was pushed.
And then Al Henderson was just going to give possession back to Lumberton and said, I guess I need to call something else here.
Yeah, Daniels was overly aggressive on the push and fouled him. Big
and
free
the
throw.
Free throw is made by Chapman as Ben Hines kind of nudged Chapman back to his back after the made free throw. When we talk about composure of the Trojans the last couple of minutes when they're down, they're showing some cracks.
They're showing some real composure here for a young ball player. This junior on the free throw line. Some college coaches need to check out this Chapman here. He's a great point guard.
5-point lead. Free throw rims out.
They got to stop the ball.
Trojans basketball quickly ahead. Ball lost, stolen by Miller. Lumberton ball up 5, 2 minutes left in regulation. Trying to knock off the top seed. Miller, a low crossover, drew the foul. It's on Nobles.
He's missed 2 free throws today, but he's a 90% free throw shooter. I doubt if he misses these 2.
And this will be the final 1-1 for Lumberton. The 9th team foul on Garner. So Charlie Miller, who missed back-to-back free throws in the third quarter, I'm assuming for the first time all year, a chance to atone and maybe send the Pirates to the 4th round. In and out, he missed another one.
Unbelievable.
Garner the board, down 5. Davion Dunn to the rim, cuts it to 3, and the Trojans will play on. No timeout taken. 3 defenders in the backcourt for Garner.
He's walking it up. He got to get it over.
Here comes McNeil over the timeline against Dunn. McNeil, a drive, a bounce pass to Todd, defender in the air. They got tackled. And a couple of free throws coming from Michael Todd. 1.5 left. Lumberton leads by 3.
That was a beautiful pass to Todd here. He pump faked him. Fouled him.
4th foul on Nobles. Now it comes down to free throws for the Pirates. If they can knock them down, they're going to give themselves a great opportunity at the upset in school history.
Big free throw for Todd.
Pressure slightly relieved. No longer being in the 1-1. It's a 2-shot foul here for Todd. Lumberton by 4. Todd makes 1 of 2. Rebound Dunn. Garner down 4. Moment of reckoning for the top seed. Well, they run a play for.
Indecisive.
Daniels, soft screen by White. Nobles travel. Turnover, Garner. And the tightness and paramount of the moment impacting Garner negatively. Another late game turnover. Lumberton ball with 1:10 to go, up 4.
This is the worst time to have an unforced turnover in this environment in the game.
Miller got the return pass, and he gets fouled in the backcourt. And even though he's missed 3 free throws today, I don't think there's anybody better than Brian Edwards wants at the line right now. It's Charlie Miller, the junior.
He's played a great game. He split the defense. He's controlled the ball. He didn't turn it over. He's been knocking down shots.
There's his first make.
He's knocking these free throws down in the crucial of the game.
Brian Edwards is pacing up and down that sideline for Lumberton like he's an expected father. 5-point lead for Lumberton. One more Murray's Tyron Auto free throw. Splashes down. Murray's family owned and operated for over 60 years. Lumberton by 6. 1:02 left. And a desperation timeout taken by Garner. The Pirates up 6.
I know how Coach Edwards is feeling right now. I've been there.
Nauseous.
As a player.
A look inside the huddle for the Garner Trojans. How do you create enough possessions, get enough scores here for the Garner Trojans to pull this one out of the fire?
Well, you might have to foul somebody because there's like 3 possessions and you have, what, a minute left? You got to put them on the free throw line and hope they miss.
All right, offensively, what are they running? They're running a play for Hines, or are you running a play to get to the rim, maybe draw a foul and get an and one?
Yeah, they're going to run a play for their best player. They're running a play for their best player, Nobles, to get to the basket. He hasn't been solid on the free throw line, but maybe he can get an and one.
Yep. Nobles with 16 points to lead Garner. Full attention by the Trojans on their head coach, Ken Broom. Blooms took over for Eddie Gray, who was the head coach of Garner from 1989 through 2018. Over 500 wins. This is a very proud Garner athletic and basketball program. Won the state title in 1978. Beat Ardrey Kell to win the state title in 2015. They trail as a top seed in the East by 6 with 1:02 remaining. Garner basketball, here we go.
They have to get a quick score.
This is Nobles at the high post. Todd gives him some space. Lost the handle, did Nobles. A steal by McClain. McNeil took it away, and a foul on Garner.
Yeah, Noble with 2 unforced turnovers. Well, this was great defense right here.
Now, that was just Nobles running past the dribble, and McNeil got in there, took it away. The double bonus now for the Pirates. 52 seconds left.
That's exactly what the Trojans didn't need at this particular time in the game.
First one is short by McNeil. And again, we talked about how would Garner handle being down in the last few minutes. A lot of turnovers is frankly what we've seen.
A lot of turnovers. You would think in the beginning of the game, Garner would be turning them over. And it's been the total opposite in this game this afternoon.
One more free throw for McNeil, trying to make it a 3-possession game, and he does. 52 seconds left, clock starts.
Now they don't foul because that'll stop the clock. So all they have to do is play great defense, keep the players in front of them, and don't foul.
Precious time being wasted. Nobles for 3, missed it, follows his own miss, jumps it back out. It's taken away by the freshman Brockington. 34 seconds left. Pirates
foul
with the basketball, playing keep away.
They want to keep it in his hands, keep it in Miller's hands.
Miller passes it away. Chapman.
Chapman
gets fouled right in front of the Lumberton bench.
I think they know it. They can feel it. The fans can feel it.
26 seconds left. Bryant Edwards, first-year head coach for the Lumberton Pirates, in what he was informed was going to be a rebuilding year when he took the job in June. Free throw made by Chapman. The rebuild is about to advance to the final 8.
This is unbelievable. They came into a hostile environment, and it looks like they're going to pull this one out.
One more free throw, Chapman. 8-point deficit, 25 seconds left. The attack, the bank shot is in. Garner within 6, and a timeout taken by the Trojans. 20 seconds left. Oh, they even saw Ken Blooms, the head coach for Garner, so disappointed, so upset. Accidentally ran right into the shoulder of McNeil coming back toward the Lumberton bench right there.
Oh, man. I can understand it because this is a highly competitive game, a lot of frustration. They're down at home. There you go. It looked like he bumped him on purpose.
Didn't look like there was any apology behind that either.
No, not at all.
And he knew McNeil was there, it appeared.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. That's unfortunate.
But to Lumberton's credit, to McNeil's credit, nothing right now will get under the skin of the Pirates. Nothing in their minds will turn them away from the most landmark win in Lumberton Pirate basketball history.
Well, I'm gonna say this about the coach: that's not setting a good example of sportsmanship for your high school team.
Now, in his defense, he could have been so focused he may not have even seen him. Frankly, he may not have even felt that he bumped him. Who knows? We don't know what the intent was, but it's a 6-point lead for Lumberton, 64-58. Possession belongs to Lumberton. Both teams are in the double bonus. The arrow on a tie-up belongs to Garner. So they can steal a possession if they can tie up a basketball.
They have to get a turn. They have to get a turnover here.
So Lumberton will get it in Chapman now
Great
triggers
inbound.
in to
He's
Miller.
gonna hold until he gets fouled.
And Miller turns and goes past Daniels. Still not over the timeline left. Chapman jumps it on a double team into the hands of Brockinson. The pass goes to McNeil. Final 10 seconds. McNeil dribbling it away. Tosses to Locklear. Cross court to Miller.
Game's
And a
over.
foul with under 3 seconds left.
The Garner coach told them not to foul, and they should have fouled at this time of the game and put them back on the free throw line.
Well, the officials called a foul. The clock has run out, but it was clearly called before the final 3 seconds ticked off. But make no mistake, Lumberton Pirate fans, you are advancing to the final 8. 64-58 Lumberton.
Coach Edwards coached a masterful game today.
And the first #1 seed in the 4A bracket is about to go down. Lumberton, which beat the defending state champs South Central in the opening round. Beat Apex Friendship, which tied for the conference championship with Garner in the SWAC 4A. Beat them on a last-second shot a couple of days ago. That was on the road. This on the road as well in the most formidable of formidable gymnasiums.
They're looking like Destiny's darlings right now.
And now a couple of seniors onto the floor for Lumberton. And this is when the real celebration begins, but it's muted because their season is not over.
They're still playing.
Chapman to the bench.
Survive.
Locklear to the bench. McNeil to the bench. But this will not be the end for the Lumberton Pirates. 2.3 is put back on the clock. Free throw in.
Survive.
Garner will throw in.
Advance.
And on the 40th anniversary week of the Miracle on Ice, ask Lumberton if they believe in miracles. The answer also is yes. The Pirates knock off the #1 seed Garner Trojans. And for the first time in school history, they are in to the Elite Eight.
Wow. What a game this afternoon.
'66-58, Lumberton over Garner, and the 9 seed Soldiers on. They'll take on the winner of Hillside and Hoggard, but the Garner Trojans are gone. The Lumberton Pirates are through. 66-58, beating the top seed on their home floor.
Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
You give men the permission to treat you poorly.
I'm very passionate about helping people, period.
It doesn't matter what you tell me. What matters is when you by yourself, what you tell you.
You can always turn your life around. If you keep walking, eventually things are going to change.
And obviously what you tell you gets you in a lot of trouble.
Supreme Justice with Judge Karen.
The state treasurer is the most important job you've never heard of.
That's something with the money, right?
Does he guard the treasurer? I'm Ronnie Chatterjee, and as your state treasurer, I'll protect retirement pensions, get the cost of healthcare down, and cut government waste to save you money. I worked as an advisor to President Obama, got a PhD in economics. I love math, and I'm a huge nerd.
Yep, he's not kidding.
And as your state treasurer, I'll put what I know to work for you.
Ronnie Chatterjee, Democrat for Treasurer.
It's time to go. It's time to save at the Rooms to Go 29th anniversary sale going on now. And get this, interest-free financing until March 2025. Yes, 2025. It's time to celebrate. Get 2025 financing on living rooms, 2025 financing on bedrooms, 2025 financing on anything starting at $599. 2025 financing, the easy way to buy furniture during the Rooms to Go anniversary sale going on now.
Day after day, year after year.
We're thankful for so many of our clients who have come to us
Through the recommendations of those we've helped before.
You heard right.
For more than a decade. Injured North Carolinians have been calling Tatum and Atkinson.
Pick up the phone.
Is there money available the insurance company is not telling you about?
Don't panic.
Call the heavy hitters because we know car wrecks.
We're attorneys Tatum and Atkinson.
Helping you is what we do.
They'll work to get you more. 1-800-LAW 0804.
a shocker in Garner, North Carolina. The number 1 seeds have been bounced by the Lumberton Pirates, who advance to the fourth round of the high school postseason for the first time in school history. 66-58, Pirates defeat Garner by 8. Ernie, how did it happen?
They controlled the tempo. They did exactly everything Coach said they wanted this team to do before the game. They controlled the tempo. They didn't foul. They beat them on the defensive and offensive boards, and they didn't turn the ball over.
And doing that on the road, handling the pressure, handling the moment. Everybody filled their roles perfectly. You needed guys to rebound. You needed guys to handle the basketball. You needed guys to come up when guys got hurt. It all worked out today for Lumberton.
And then Locklear limping, freshmen coming in, doing some good things. They did everything well in this game today.
All right, I'm going to get up and we're going to bring the coach. You can stay out there, Coach. Live TV, folks. Get used to it. Joined by head coach Bryant Edwards of the Lumberton Pirates. Coach, you told me before the game this was a rebuilding year when you took this job. Your rebuilding efforts are taking Lumberton to the Elite 8 for the first time in school history. How did it happen?
I tell you, this group, they fight, they compete, they believe. One of the first conversations we had when I took the job, I talked to Jordan, 3J, and some of them guys, and guys said that they want to do something special. I told the seniors we could do something special if they buy in. They bought in, and it shows.
How did it happen specifically against Garner? Because you had a lot of foul trouble. Locklear was out there on one good ankle, one bad ankle. You had a freshman out there handling the ball late, but everybody fulfilled their roles.
Well, you remember what I told you before the game, where we wanted the score to be, right? We kept it in that range, and I knew if we can keep it in that range, we would have a chance. I didn't know we would win, but we would have a chance to be successful on the backside, and we did.
How hard was it for you, your staff, and your players to maintain poise and composure when you're in the lead with the last 3-4 minutes to go?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Our best player, Jordan, he was in foul trouble. He missed an extended portion. Our freshman came in, and he played big for us. JB, he came in and handled the basketball. Our point guard, 3J, he played from start to finish. He didn't come out the game one time. He was very resilient. We did very well on the glass. We were tired. We only played 7 guys. One of our main guys went out with an injury, and our bench, who hasn't played in the past 2 games, they stepped up tonight.
You expected victory, your squad expected victory when it came in. You have it now, but the voyage is not done. You have Hillside or Hoggard coming up in the Elite 8. Can you allow yourself to think about what that matchup looks like?
I'm very aware of Hoggard. I know Coach Queen and how well he does things. I've known him for years. Hillside, not so much. We're going to follow up on that game later tonight when they play, but we're looking forward to it. Our guys beating Garner, that's the ultimate confidence right now.
All right, lastly, how will you guys celebrate?
One of our great board members, Dwayne Smith, he said he's going to take us out to eat wherever we want right now, so we're about to go celebrate.
All right, give me the address, I'll GPS it. Coach, congratulations. We have one more mode of business here. Congratulations on the trophy. Good luck the rest of the way to play.
Thank you.
Moving on, Lumberton to the Elite 8s. And all of us would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Lane & Associates Family Dentistry who make these games possible for all of you watching at home. We'd also like to thank our other great supporters for their contributions of high school hoops on MyRDC 28, Ritchie Law Firm, Modern Mechanical, Anchor Auto Murray's Tire and Auto, and Awake Med Health and Hospitals. And we'd also like to thank today's participating schools and their administrators, Lumberton, and our host here in Garner. For Ernie Myers and the entire production team, Patrick Keenis from Garner, the biggest voyage in basketball history for Lumberton continues. They knock off the top seed Garner Trojans 66-58 on to the Elite 8. So long from Garner.